What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we gotta talk about some new promo packs that are coming out for the Digimon TCG rather soon. And one of these makes me absolutely delighted, because the other day I told you how Japan was getting an Evolution Cup when they were finally able to get their hands on that Agumon and that Omnimon. And I told you that they were giving away Tamer Battle Pack 12. And I told you that we didn't know what was in it. That we had no idea what was in it. That we could see the cover Digimon, more on that in a moment. But we didn't actually know what the contents were. Well, wonderful, wonderful news, ladies and gentlemen. Now we totally do. It's gone and been revealed. And this is wonderful. So what we've got here is Tamer Battle Pack 12. And given that I'm keeping a collection of sealed Tamer Battle Packs, I should probably pick one of these up. And we might as well start off having a look at the Digimon that is clearly the cover Digimon, because I don't know, it's as good a place to start as any. And honestly, it's Surprise Digimon, it's probably a better place to start. We've got Junomon. Oh no! Now, Junomon here, this is the one from Starter Deck 10. 11 cost to play normally, 3 cost to Digivolve, 11,000 power, all standard. Dual colour purple and yellow Digimon with Retaliation. If it gets deleted in a battle with another Digimon, you delete the Digimon you were battling. And when Digivolving, you trash the top 3 cards of your deck, and then return a Digimon card from your trash to your hand. I do like Retaliation, but I like Retaliation less and less the higher level you go. I love Retaliation on tiny little Digimon, where I can be, basically just go and aggro into big Digimon, and we both lose our Digimon, but it's fine, you care way more than I do. But on a bigger Digimon, I love the fact that it means your opponent is going to have to pay to try and take it out. If your opponent wants to go after Junomon, they can, but there's going to be a whole bunch of investment in order to do so. Is it going to be worth it? I don't know, that's up to you. But it is important to note. Plus, the Digivolving skill, trash 3 cards on the top of your deck. It's a very purple thing, it's what they like to do. And I do like that you can get any Digimon card back to your hand. That's kind of cool. But, I don't know. It was clearly, the reserve level 6 in that starter deck. It wasn't the main one. It's cool. It's got lovely artwork. And I suppose at this stage I should probably remind you that what we've got here is both the alternate art version of the card and then the winner's version of the card. So everybody rocks up and just gets a Tamer Battle Pack for entering, and then the person who wins gets the silver foil version. And I've said this before, and I'll probably say it again in the future, I'm just not a fan of these silver winners versions. Because generally speaking, what they do is take a rather nice card and, the artist has gone to all this effort of making a background and doing all this good stuff, etc. And they take out the lovely background that suits the picture perfectly and put like random foil that looks like conveyor belts in a video game. Cool, I suppose. I'm just not that into it, if I'm honest with you. I'm not a fan of these winner promos, but if you are, hey, they're out there. As a side note, no, I cannot tell you exactly how these cards are going to make their way out in English. What I can tell you is that these cards do tend to pop up. So, for instance, the Agumon Winners promo from a previous Tamer Battle Pack was actually included as the Winners promo for the BT8 pre-release. So, that's kind of cool. This will be made available at some point. Now, for me personally, it's all about the Waramonzimon. I love it. There's an alternate art of the Waramonzimon from BT5. It's a vanilla card, 5 cost to play normally, 2 cost to Digivolve, 6,000 power. It's alright. It's not really the point. It's just a cool card. For what it's worth, 2 cost to Digivolve is quite cheap, 5 cost to play is cheap. So yay, go Waramonzimon. It's not a particularly great card. I just think the artwork's beautiful and I love it. This is one of these. I don't go after many of the Tamer Battle Pack promos for obvious reasons. This might be one of the ones I probably need to. Now, we've also got Salamon coming in here. And it is the Salamon that came around in EX1. Now, just as a little bit of a side note here, I love that they're doing this. Because again, this is something I've told you guys before. I don't like the EX1 artwork. And look, it's because I don't have nostalgia for the old card game. If I did have nostalgia for the old card game, I'd probably think it was neat. But I don't. So I just think they look like artwork from many years ago when we've got better new artwork. You know, new is always better. This new artwork, oh my goodness, I love it. It's so much better. The card as a whole, when you are attacking as an inheritable skill once per turn, if you got 3 or more security, draw a card. Obviously great in recovery decks, and obviously good in the early game, but it's draw power, and if you are playing one of those yellow recovery decks, this is awesome. And then the final one we've got coming in here is your Jagamon, which actually is an alternate art of a card that came around all the way back in BT1. And we know it's got to be the BT1 Jagamon, because as it stands at the moment, this is the only actual Jagamon we've ever had released. It's the one whereby when you are attacking, you reveal 3 cards on the top of your deck, and then you can Digivolve this card into a level 6 green Digimon you find without paying its memory cost, which is really cool. It means you get to be a level 6 when you attack, not a level 5, and you get to evolve without paying, but then there's always those situations where you attack with this, you whiff the level 6, so you just end up attacking with a level 5, and then you hit a security card that deletes you but wouldn't have deleted you if you were still a level 5, and it's just awkward. Now, Tamer Battle Pack 12 is being used for these battles in Japan happening in June. In May, they are still using the Tamer Battle Pack 11, so you're going to have to wait a few more days if you want to go and get Tamer Battle Pack 12. Now, it is also worth pointing out that there is a Tamer Exchange meeting, which is kind of happening ongoing over in Japan, and there is another promo pack you need to get a little bit excited about, and it is including 5 alternate art cards. Now, for you guys, this should look slightly familiar, because what we've basically got here is cards from our event pack. Now, it's not the whole event pack, unfortunately. We're talking about, you know, event pack. Well, it's a little bit weird, actually. Some of the cards from event pack 1, some of the cards are from event pack 2, which is a little bit interesting. Just very quickly, because we've talked about these before, we've got the Metal Garurumon from Starter Deck 2. Lets you unsuspend once per turn when attacking. That was used at event pack 1. And yeah, that's the Metal Garurumon. That's kind of cool. We've then, the other event pack 1 we're using, there's actually a couple of them. We've got the Missamon with the inheritable skill that while this Digimon has D-Brigade in its type, you gain an extra 1,000 power, which is kind of cool. And then the Okuamon that as an inheritable skill, when this Digimon deletes an opponent's Digimon in battle and survives, gain 1 memory. So you got those from event pack 1. What I do find kind of a fun little coincidence, there are 2 cards that I love from Event Pack 2, and they're the other 2 cards in here. It's Bushiagamon and Anubismon, and I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, it's just the artwork. Like, that Bushiagamon artwork is absolutely stunning. It's also a really good card. It's 5 cost to play as a level 3, which is obviously very high, but you've also got Rush, so you can attack as soon as you play it, which is cool. That's, you know, found its way into a bunch of decks for that reason. And then we've got the Anubismon, and again, I just think the artwork here is absolutely stunning. This is the one where when Digivolve, you can play a level 3 card from your trash without paying its memory cost. Does not have to be a purple card. Any level 3 will do. And any Digimon played from the trash on your turn gain Rush, which is kind of amazing. And of course, I do appreciate the fact that the 2 from Event Pack 2 both have or, you know, revolve around Rush, which is kind of cool. We've seen these cards before, they're from our Event Pack. And what we're basically seeing here is like the opposite of what we usually see. Generally, we see these alternate art promos and Tamer packs in Japan trying to find their way over here. Now we've got the alternate art cards from here finding their way out over in Japan. And I think it's fair to say that we will probably see that these cards, you know, the ones from Event Pack 1 and 2 that haven't made their way over yet, will probably make their way at some point. So yeah, there we go. couple new promo packs to be aware of, and like I say, I am well aware that this second pack is cards we've already had, so for those of you outside of Japan, it's probably not terribly enticing, but certainly Tamer Battle Pack 12 is going to come over here, and we've got some really cool cards. I think the artwork on that Salamon takes a cool card and gives it artwork to match how cool it is, and I'm always going to be happy about Waramonzimon. I do still find it weird that a BT1 card, with BT10 releasing, it seems weird that a BT1 card's getting an alternate art, but I'm not here to argue. For now, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to know what you think about all of this, so let me know in the comment section. Get us! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk Digimon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCGradio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wasi Plays.